to trim a mane. It's 6 fjord horses today, and I'll do my best to explain how to do it. And why fjord horses have roached mane. The mane is so thick that if it gets long, it becomes so heavy that the horse's neck becomes crooked. Therefore, it has become a tradition for fjord horses to have a roached mane. In western Norway, they have a tradition of having a higher mane than in eastern Norway. This, by the way, is the first time the Grey Dun 3-year-old works in a pair. You don't want this kind of scissors. They're too weak, too short, and too pointy at the end. This is better scissor. They're longer, easier to cut straight, but still dangerous sharp tips. This is my favorite scissors, not so sharp tips, and they're great grip, long enough and strong enough. Okay, let's start. This is Gråtullen, my 3-year-old colt. I'll cut his mane, it's a little too long. You need to consider the conformation of the horse before you start cutting the mane. Where should the top of the arch be? This is too close to the head. Here is better, but how do I know? I use a stick to find the point right above the front tip of the shoulder. In case you think it's a little hard to see what I mean, I'll show you in another way. Let's just use duct tape. Make sure you find the right top point when the horse is relaxed. A tense and high neck will make the top of the arch too close to the head. And don't cut it real short above the withers. If you cut the mane low above the withers, the neck looks shorter. Remember, if the head is high when you measure where to top the arch, it will be too close to the head. Better like this. Observe the horse on a distance before you start. First, I cut the white hairs close to my side. If you leave the black 1 centimeter longer, we call it sørgeran or mourning style. This is how they did the mane when they used horses for carriage in funerals in the past. I prefer the classic style, no mourning mood going on here. I was once told that this style, with the stars, were used for weddings. This is young me driving, and when Birk was 5 years old. He won everything. Today, 20 years later, now Birk is 25 years old and he's loving his outside life. They don't mind the stormy weather at all. But the weather takes its toll on the hairstyle. I've spent more than 20 years with this horse, and I've been so lucky. He's really one of a kind. He has always done everything I've asked him for, and he still does. Age, rain and wind spread out the mane. Let's see what we can do to fix it. It doesn't look good right now. I like the mane to be dry when I cut it. You need a pair of sharp scissors and try to comb the hair up before you start to cut. Don't push the hair forwards as you cut, nor pull the hairs up. Both makes the mane look chewed. His mane is very widespread. We need to narrow it down a bit. Shorten some part of the mane to support the other. I cut upwards like this on the sides. Some people do like this with the scissors. I don't think it works very well, so I prefer the cutting. So let's just keep cutting instead. Remember brushing off all the itchy hairs along the way. It's much more comfortable for the horse. and it makes it more patient too. When this old handsome was 3 years old, he was the very best 3-year-old stallion at the Fjord Stallion exhibition. So as a 3-year-old, he was a breeding stallion, and he is the father of a very beautiful stallion called Trollfin. My other breeding stallion, Tullen, is from the same breeder as this horse. If you want to buy quality horses, my experience is you should find a great, experienced breeder. I'm so thankful for the Heggheim family and the many great horses they've bred. They are such wonderful people. My old best boy, still very good looking. 20 years ago, I cut his mane the wedding style and the pictures went viral. This is Muffin, my super sweet gelding with a bad hair day. Let's try to fix it and make his neck look a little longer. I cut the mane in layers and take a step back to check once in a while during the process. To make sure the mane is not higher on one side, you need to cut from both sides of the horse. And make sure to brush those itchy hairs off to make the horse feel better. Muffin is such a good and patient horse. He's very, very kind. This is Aladdin, another super cute gelding of ours. When the mane is too long, it spreads out. A shorter mane is easier to maintain. Try not to look at his big belly though. He is sired by Høygårds Nico, a beautiful stallion. Always take a good look at a little distance and find where you want the top of the arch to be. You can mark the top point with the scissors like I do here. It's said that a fjord horse's mane should be round like the wheel of a cart. I've tried to make his neck look long. I think this mane is easy to cut. It's not so wide. Let's have a look at our stallion, Tullen's hairdo. Ouch, wrong top point. It should have been here. We need to change the top point. This part needs to be shorter. Wrong cut makes the conformation of the horse look bad. I mean, look at this. Ooh. Here's the top now. Should have been over here. About right in front of the shoulder. I need to fix this. Let's go to work. It's not easy to cut his mane. If you look at this, because of all the muscles in the neck, the mane has gotten zigzag shaped. I think it's better like this. Here under the halter above the atlas vertebra, the horse is very sensitive. I want to protect this area by leaving the hairs like this. Stallions change a little with age, and this is the same stallion 4 years old. Watch the neck then and now. 10 years old. The neck is significantly bigger. The result of hormones and training, and of course, good food. I never make a bridle path. I make sure the hairs there goes forward into the forelock. Why? Because I've seen a lot of horses with really sore skin underneath the halter because of the bridle path cut. Short mane like this, we call it Østlandsgrip, like from eastern Norway. I like Tullen with a short mane like this. The neck is big and muscled, and he doesn't need a tall mane. This is Blanke, our beautiful red dun gelding. His mane is not too bad, but the top of the mane is slightly too close to his ears. His cut is too flat in front of the withers and too curved close to the ears. I've cut a little bit at a time, and I have taken a look from a distance in between. This is the best I could make it for now. The color red dun does not have any black hairs dorsal in the mane, tail or forelock. This handsome boy is turning 2 years old, and I'll try to fix his mane up a little bit. When it's grown too long and it's hanging, we need to cut it real short. To make it stand, we needed to cut it too short behind the ears, but the mane grows fast, so. If you like content like this, it would be super helpful if you'd subscribe to my channel. And remember to feed carrots to your friends, and until next video, take care of your scissors.